If you could make every human on Earth use one thing or change one habit, what would that be? Would you make everyone tell the truth always? No stealing? With what single thing can you improve the world and the lives of every human being the most? What even is the measurement of a better world? Is it more humans living on Earth? This would not necessarily mean everyone has a good life. Highest average age? Is it really the best thing for everybody if we extend life when we are weak? Is the answer a happiness survey? If there would be only 100 people on Earth and they would be totally happy, would that be better? Or is it the most amount of dollar that is changing hands? The dollar, which you can easily print more of. Let's have a look at what other smart people, philosophers and religions have to say about it. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world." If everybody would try to change this he wants to change in the world, a lot would change. Confucius thought it is very important everybody should do what they love. While it is great if you can, not everybody in the world can do that. This way we couldn't make sure that the needed stuff gets produced. Plato would assign everybody the job that best fits their skill set. While a good thing that everybody does what he is most effective in, this will lead to overfilling of some skill sets, underfilling of others. Aristotle said that happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and the end of human existence. Since happiness is a state of mind that can be achieved even when things are going bad, this would make a lot of humans on Earth happy always. A wonderful thought. Instead of just saying strive for happiness, Socrates and Democritus gave a method to achieve happiness. It can be summed up with, be happy with less. Spock is the first in the list to think not only about oneself, but about others. With his famous quote, "The need of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one." A lot of religion is either focused on an afterlife, or on single rules that focus on single aspects to improve the living together. Not killing each other certainly would help. What are famous figures of each religion saying what they want all people to do? The Dalai Lama sums Buddhism up with being kind. The Christian Pope wants us to see God in others. The Islamic Malcolm X wants us to respect everyone. Mahatma Gandhi wants non-violent truth-searching. Jesus, who played quite a role in Christianity, said, "You shall love your neighbor as yourself." Altruism expands this to all people. You would do what is good for everybody instead of only yourself. This is great. It stops us from harming each other, and if everybody would use this principle, we would all fight for a common goal to improve not our own goals, but the goals of all humans. But, there is one thing that I think that is more important to use than altruistic thinking. You can love your neighbor, give him food, but without this one other thing, we would still hunt deer and collect berries like cavemen to help our neighbors. It is this one thing that brought us from here to here. The constant development of humanity, making things easier and easier for not only all current humans, but also the following generations, was caused by this one thing. While not all technological advances are always welcome, ask yourself if you really want to transport things by hand again instead of using a train. And yes, there are also failed advances, but the good ones survive generations and get developed further. If I could make a rule for everybody in the world, I would say, use your creativity. What would you make everybody do? Use your creativity in the comments.